Good morning from Pawtuckaway State Park. And yes, the fire is pretty much extinguished last night. I did spill some sauce on that rock. My bad. I was using the marinade to assist in the extinguishing of the fire. Those people left and their fire's still going. I still gotta break down my tent, take everything out of this. I don't have to leave right now like most of my neighbors are because I have the site till tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, so I will not be staying here tonight. But I did that just so I'd have some extra time here. And welcome, everyone. Here at Pawtuckaway State Park, as I've mentioned already, because I've already taken a few little clips here and there. Today, I think I'm just going to, I was thinking about going on a trail, but I think I might just walk around the actual campground, or the Horse Island area anyway. So, come check it. And it is a little after 11:30, it's about 11:45, so checkout time is 11. But as I previously stated, I paid till Monday, mainly so I could go walk around and maybe check out some of the sites that people left open. Those people are gone, the people next to me are gone. There's still a few people here. Sometimes I like to just go check out the other sites. I wanted to get a water site. There was no one on this site. There's someone on this site, 62, but 63, there was no one on. So I'm assuming, because they said there was no cancellations, I'm assuming whoever had the site just didn't show up and didn't cancel. I guess I can kind of relate because I was supposed to come here on Friday and I ended up coming up on Saturday. But yeah, this would be good. A good site for the kayak. Got kind of two little areas. A giant glacial boulder. And I'm pretty sure my family stayed on the site before. My family stayed on a lot of these sites over the years. I've been coming here since I was a teenager. Oh, so long ago. There's a little cut through. So if you're staying on a site with other people, you have two sites next to each other. That's the weirdest thing about this trip to Pawtuckaway. I'm usually here with a lot of people. I did come up years ago for a portion of the time with just my girlfriend at the time. And I think we stayed one night and then we left and came back. And then my family was all coming here. I think this site actually is one of the sites that they were on. That year, it was 2022. We were here for a whole week that year. Last year, I think we were here like 4 days. I actually booked this trip because of, I went on to book for next year. We didn't go this year, my family. And I had never been, well, I've camped in October, way up in Maine before, but I've never gone to a campground in October, and it does not feel like October at all. It's like 70 degrees out right now, at least. Maybe warmer. It was like 80 yesterday. Interesting trailers. And it looks like they redid this bathhouse also. Redid the one near me. This is crazy. This doesn't even like look the same at all. Should have documented it. This actually was my campsite 2022. Last time I was here for a week, or partially a week. I left a few times, came back. There's a lot of bees, remember that. My uncle is over on that site. And then, not last year, but 2023, I was on that site. But yeah, the bathhouses are all much nicer than before. All individual stalls. I did not try the shower going home today, so I'm just gonna shower at home. And the water did not feel the warmest when I was washing my hands. So that was one of the problems I had with the showers here in the past. I remember where I stayed last year. I might go walk in that area. I'm just gonna walk all around. Yeah, usually when we get sites, we'll get a bunch of them next to each other. Sometimes, well, not all the time. We'll be separated. It's pretty hard to get a water site here. Some of these sites are pretty secluded. Just don't want to walk up on someone who's actually camping at the site. There was someone over at the other site while I was filming a few moments ago. There was still quite a few people here. A lot of people might do the same thing as I'm doing, where they pay till Monday so they can stay for the day. That's what my family usually does. These are all pretty cool water sites. Oh, there's a woodpecker over there. I think, yep. It's a big one. Eating bugs out of the trees. Woodpecker. Like, this would have been cool to come see the sunset from. Also, I don't remember these little jetties that I've been seeing at a few of the sites. Wonder if they did that in the off season. I mean, technically it is kind of the off season. It's October. Can't believe it's already October. Already foliage. Some reds over on that island, but very picturesque. So we have the boat passing through. It's a weird looking caterpillar. There's also one that was on the back of my car. I wonder if he's still there. He's in the same spot for a while. These people must have just left though. Their fire is still smoldering. Yes, when I was coming in yesterday, all of these sites were full. I think it's the most packed I've ever seen this place. I've seen it pretty packed, but a lot of times we've come here, there's been empty sites and whatnot. But yeah, it was pretty packed. I don't know if it's just because of how nice it was. A lot of last minute ones. I think I booked this in July. And this is the area I stayed in last year. I've stayed here other years too. I've stayed at a lot of these sites. I should have documented all the different sites I stayed on. And that was my site from last year. You can go check out that video. Oh, that's a big piece of wood. But yeah, there's not too many changing colors at this time of year. There's a lot of wildlife though. Preparing for winter. But yeah, no, it feels more like a summer day. If it didn't get dark so early, I would have thought it was the summer last night. I've been wearing a t-shirt and shorts the whole time I've been up here. It was a little chilly earlier in the week. I think the high was 60 the day before I came here. It's a pretty cool site. Wouldn't be good for my kayak. Have to lug it down this big hill. I was hoping to maybe see some of the foliage over on that island. I've actually canoed to that island before. Yeah, I think I might make a playlist of all Pawtuckaway things. I am coming next year. I already have that booked. Yeah, that's why I booked this weekend, because I was already on the website booking for next year, and I'm like, I've never gone camping in the fall, and I had this weekend off, so yeah, I didn't make it Friday, but that's all right. Here now. The site's a little bit small, but very picturesque. And if you knew someone on that site, it would work out pretty good. The path right there. The boulders. I feel like I've stayed on the site before, but maybe not. Maybe I've just walked over like I currently am doing. I feel like I had an Instagram picture right here from years ago. My Wachusett blueberry. I don't even think they make that anymore. In front of the lake, but it could have been a different site. I don't think I've actually had a water site in quite a while, but people in my family have, so I usually will leave my kayak on one of their sites. And now I'm actually remembering a bit more. It was this site that I had that year. Because it had this area that people would go fishing on. Actually, some of my friends were up here, staying up on those sites. And they came down and fished on my site also. Yeah, that was weird because they came pretty much the last day we were here. Right, Mr. Squirrel? Oh my goodness, this person really stocked up on wood. Or he probably cut a bunch of this wood. Maybe I'll go get my car and grab some of it and start a fire. But yeah, I think that year we had this site. And then other people I knew all had these sites. So it's pretty good when you get a conglomeration of people. I think we had all of these sites, actually. I think all 4 of these sites people in my family had. And they had sites in other places, because I remember cutting up through here, which goes over, well, where I was, where the chipmunk was. This is his neck of the woods. Yeah, I think we had all the way up to this site. Yeah, I remember the big propane tank behind the facilities. And I thought they had just redone these facilities, but they were still normal. They just had those sinks. Yeah, it doesn't look like they renovated them the way that they did. Yeah, that's still a women's room and a men's room. My cousin stayed on this site last year. Lots of squirrels. My sister's site from last year is still occupied. It's like some caution tape over there where the kids were fishing last year. And this was my aunt's site. I actually started one of my videos right in front of that big rock. Big boulders, gigantic boulders. And my cousins were over here. Yeah, I do kind of miss, having a big group of people to camp with. It's a little different. It's the first time, isn't it, Mr. Squirrel? It's the first time I camped alone. Is this the first time you've camped alone? You're always camping alone out here. Oh no, you have friends. You have a bunch of friends here. Hiding behind the tree. Oh, it's kind of crazy. Yes, I remember kayaking out here. It's starting to rain. Actually, that was that site. But they had their family had both sites. I remember I took a giant stump here and burned it. There is kayakers out. Yeah, kind of regret not bringing my kayak. But I definitely will be next time. And I know I'm talking softer, but that's just because there's people camping here. I don't want to be too loud. Hopefully it's coming out. Just bring my AirPods. I'm gonna start just carrying those with me all the time. I leave them in my work backpack because a lot of times when I'm at work I use them, but then I don't have them when I going out and doing YouTube videos. I guess there is a little bit of foliage. Not as much as it was in the White Mountains 2 weeks ago. It's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago right now I was in the White Mountains. Where does the time go? At this little bridge. I think I'm gonna go check out the beach. I did go under this in a video last year in my kayak. No fishing, no jumping. I've seen people do both. photogenic isn't the word. I know the word, I just can't think of it. Picturesque? Picturesque. On both sides. Next time I'm in my kayak, I need to go explore that way a little bit more. I feel like I haven't in years. A lot of years. I don't recall ever seeing this bench here before. Sit and rest. Enjoy heaven without dying. Okay, I think I will. There's a little happy face over there. Forgot about on the bridge. Aside from this tree right here, would be a better view. Maybe if they trim that down a little. Yeah, and this, I believe, is a path to the beach. I think there's another one that goes right to the parking lot. This one, I think, goes like through the woods and along the lake. So let's check that. Even though I did see a sign when I came in warning of bears, so hopefully we don't see them. I have seen them camping before, but not here, up in the Way Mountains. But people have been seeing them like out on the streets in this area, so. And this path isn't really clear. I feel like I'm just walking through the woods. Which is basically what I am doing, walking through the woods. Every time I stop for a minute, my watch tells me to, have you ended your workout? Kind of annoying. When I can't stop for a minute. More squirrels here. Acorns in their mouths. Yeah, I may have gone the wrong way. Maybe I was supposed to keep continuing to there, because this just comes out to the parking lot. And it looks like there is a lot of people here, so might not really do any filming. I'll check it out. I wouldn't say that it's jam-packed, but there's people even in the water. There's quite a few people, more towards the barbecue picnic area. And it does appear that at the store they are doing kayak rentals. I'm not going to do it though. That's one of the reasons I bought my kayak, is because I paid, I think, $100 for the day. I bought a kayak for like $300. But it was fun. It was fun renting one. Not going to do it today. Oh, there's a turtle. And over on the other side of the store is Neal's Cove. Whoa, that squirrel was mad. Just made a weird noise at me. You don't like me walking through Neal's Cove, squirrel? Maybe he's mad at something else. But yeah, actually the first place with my current tent I ever camped was here at Neal's Cove. I went to Pawtuckaway twice that year. I kind of miss going on 2 trips. My family, we used to go here, and we'd go to either Moose Hillock or Powderhorn or a bunch of places. Bunga Nut. But this year we didn't even go on one. That's why I'm here all alone. But next year, that's why I booked, because that's when everyone in my family is booking for, I don't even remember when it is. I think maybe July. Hopefully I can get the time off. And I did bring the kayak over in this area last year. Or was it 2 years ago? Oh no, I've had the kayak since before I started YouTube. And I came here in 2023 and did not document because I didn't start doing YouTube until August of 2023. And I think we came in June or July that year. This is another reason I like to document these occasions. Awesome stones. Boulders, glacial boulders. I don't remember how deep this was. I know that there's a bridge. Probably a lot of people there. I can hear people talking. I don't know if that's on kayaks or campsites. But yeah, it's not a paved road. I don't think anyone could have like a trailer or an RV or anything such as that in this area, because it's all dirt roads. Is this where I stayed? I think this was my site. I think that was the first place that yeah, totally is. This was the first place I ever set up my tent, my current tent, that I still have, that is set up in a different area of the same park. I remember trying to get reception for the Celtics game. It didn't work out that great, but we did it. We managed it on the radio. Yeah, and the other people that were here around these sites. Two picnic tables. There's only one at my old site. This one's got two. Actually, is this two sites? Yeah, this is two sites. So I think we had my site over there, and then this site and this site. Whoever was here probably knew each other. I don't know why they put the picnic table so close. Yeah, and this was the highest point, so this is where we'll listen to the Celtics game. But yeah, I haven't stayed at in this section. That was the only time. That was a few years ago now. This whole tree came down. Or someone took it. Someone might have pulled it out. Yeah, so I've camped here in May, June, July, August. Actually, I don't think I ever have in September. So I guess next year, or some year, hopefully, maybe I'll come here in September, and then I'll have the whole May through October. I remember there was a cool bridge over here. This is not a site, this is just a cool little overlook of the lake on a bridge in the foliage and the people on their kayaks, which I'm not on. And there is some other people over there enjoying the view, the nature. I'm just gonna walk back that way. Someone actually ripped the number off of this. How would anyone know where their campsite is? No number. I wonder if it's the same person that dug up that tree and then didn't even burn it. There's just not enough time. Now, if I could do this full time, then maybe there'd be enough time to do all that stuff. And if I got paid for it, and that was my job, to go check out everywhere. I'd like to go everywhere and check out everywhere. But it's expensive. And everything's getting more and more expensive. And I'm not getting paid more and more money. So I might take a little bit of a hiatus on going and doing things. I am going Rhode Island next weekend. So I get a weekend like every 5 weeks. My last weekend was the beginning of my trip when I went to Maine. I went on the Amtrak to Maine. Was my last that's the last time I had a weekend. So that's why I took that week off, because then I had Friday off, then, that whole week. And then Monday was Labor Day. So it would be, if I took this week off, it would be similar. I don't have a week to take off, but next week is a holiday, so my day off would be next week. So I'd have to work a 6-day week this week, but because there's a holiday, I have Saturday off. So I have another 3-day weekend next weekend. But then I just have, like a Tuesday off, and then a Wednesday off, and then a Thursday off, and then finally, because my work starts on Saturdays, our weeks start on Saturdays. So my day off for Friday would be in 1 week, and my having Saturday off would be for the next week. So I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. That's only once in a while, and all the other Saturdays I work. Although I worked last Saturday, and that was it. Last Saturday was the only Saturday I've worked since, I think, the week before I went on my vacation. Because I've had weddings, and I went up to the Highland Games. But it's been fun. It's definitely been fun. Definitely want to try to get to Florida next year also. Kind of miss Florida. There's some things I want to do aside from just, theme parks. I do want to go to the theme parks, but I don't want that to be the only thing I do. But we'll see. I got to start making a plan. Pretty good view of the beach. Back to the store. That building is where you would rent kayaks. This is the store. Maybe I will come back and get a bundle of wood. And got a Pawtuckaway State Park pin. This will go with my Mount Washington and my Flume Gorge that are the same style. It looks like that turtle finally made it across. See if it's swimming somewhere. Nope. That is a very big boulder. Try to get a little bit of the beach view from here. Yeah, I'm guessing that water must be a little bit frigid. It It is warm the last couple days, and it was warm for a while. It's been pretty warm, but it's been getting cold at night. It's been getting into the 40s at night, pretty much every night. I don't know about last night. Didn't feel too cold last night. Yeah, I almost wish I brought my bathing suit. Maybe I would check it out. Oh, I guess I can't go over to that bridge. It's a hazard tree reported. And just leaving the beach. But I'm not gonna go through the woods. I believe there's a path over there, right over there. It's the vehicle entrance. I do not have a vehicle with me at the moment. But I think there's like a little path that I can go down over here. Hopefully, if memory serves me correctly. You can barely see it, but that cool trailer that I saw earlier is exiting. Maybe they'll come to the beach. Probably not. Why would they tow their trailer to the beach? Doesn't make sense. So I guess this isn't really a path so much as like just a hill. I thought there was like a little path. Who knows when the last time I used it was. And I've never actually stayed over that way at the Big Island. I've always stayed at Horse Island, and that one time at Neal's Cove. I did drive around there. There is cabins there, but I don't think they have restrooms or anything like that. I think it's just you're inside of a little cabin instead of a tent or a camper or whatever. But there's no real water views over there. It's very hilly. I drove around it a few years ago. That was the only time I've ever even been on Big Island. 2022. I thought about maybe trying out a cabin just for something different. We'll see. Maybe someday. All kinds of noises from the animals. I think it's animals. And crossing back over onto Horse Island. I don't even know if Big Island's an actual island. I mean, it must be. I don't recall crossing a bridge to get to it. Maybe I'll take a little drive through on my way out of here. Definitely not forgetting my kayak next time. The next time's gonna be a full trip, family trip. So I'll be staying the full duration. And where I live right now isn't super far away. Like a half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Usually when I have the kayak, I don't like to drive on the highway with my kayak on my roof. So I usually take alternate routes to get here. So it takes a little longer. But you know, I don't know why I get nervous. It's strapped down, but maybe it's because I see straps on the side of the road every now and then. Wondering what they come from. Saw a red squirrel. Hey there, buddy. Saw a red squirrel a little while ago, but Neal's Cove. He was too quick for me. Couldn't get my phone out focused in time. Still not quite sure what that is. Just another little scenic view. Actually, am I crazy? I think the foliage is, maybe it's just because it's not like right where I am. But when I look out across the lake, it looks pretty decent. Maybe not peak, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. This site, oh, they still have some sticks and a squirrel that ran. Giant boulder. I think this is kind of where, yeah, so that's those bathrooms. My site was 2 over. Sorry, just thinking out loud. But I didn't go down this other road yet, which I wanted to. I don't know, I keep thinking maybe I'll have a fire, but I know for a fact we've definitely had all of these sites numerous times. And actually, that site's right next to mine. That's my tent in the background. These are those gentlemen. They were next to me. This was all full. All full last night. They were actually chopping wood. And it's about 1 o'clock now. Still have a little remnants. So bathhouse 6. It's the one closest to me. Of course, my site's right there. So very convenient to the restroom. Not a heck of a lot of privacy over there. You know, my aunt usually likes to get this site. It's a pretty cool site. Yeah. Bathrooms, showers, all redone, completely overhauled. But yes, this is a lovely view. I mean, do the panorama kind of thing. There's the bridge over there. Just walked across. All that beautiful foliage. Just don't want to slip on the stone. Yep. Quite beautiful. Pretty sure all these sites were taken. I didn't walk down this far. This is the first place. Not right here, not 66. This used to be 3 sites. I think they turned it all into one. It was just an island. Hopefully no one's staying on it, so I'm gonna walk in on. But we used to get this for years. I feel like everyone in my family would all just camp on these 3 sites, which is now 1 site. First time I ever came here was here. Whoa. Bird is gigantic. I don't think I got it. I think it's like a crane, which I've seen here before. See how there used to be a sign. It's been removed, erased. But this was its own site. I mean, they do still have 3 picnic tables. I think this is where my tent was the first time I stayed here. Definitely, probably more than one time that I stayed here. Right in this little area. This is a pretty cool area for tents. But that's when people in my family also had pop-ups, trailers. So we could fit a couple of those, and then, you know, the people that had tents would usually be over here. Okay, nice little entrances to the water. Yeah, I definitely want to try to get this site at some point. A lot of ember. Wonder if someone had another fire not in the designated ring here. They definitely moved the picnic tables over to here, though. Yeah, I still can't decide if I want to make a fire. I did tell the people at the store I may be back. But yeah, when I think of Pawtuckaway, back in the day, it's pretty much this site. And those houses, I remember there was a dog barking. Yeah, so I think the fire pit used to be over here for this particular site. I definitely remember those houses. And, you know, we'd have the canoe before the kayaks. Bring the kayaks, the canoe out and row around the lake. One of the reasons I wanted to get a kayak. Actually, there's a really cool place in Florida that I want to kayak at. That's one of the things I want to do, my Florida trip. Maybe even in the Keys too. I kind of want to go back to the Keys. I just don't know if 2 weeks is enough time to do everything I want to do. Who knows? Maybe 2.5 weeks. Maybe that'd be enough time. I mean, my out west trip was pretty much a couple days over 2 weeks. But a lot of that was traveling. And traveling from California to Vegas, and Vegas to Grand Canyon to Denver. And then a lot of it was on trains. Florida, at least if I take a train down, it's only one day. I could leave today, be there tomorrow, you know. So at least there's that. I was gonna go check out a different site down near the island, but someone was just arriving there, so I don't want to go down. There's people at both of the sites across from me now. Back to my site. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna have a fire because this is pretty much cooled off. I was thinking if that was still warm from this morning, this is my maiden camping trip in here very many times. This is my third time this year using this tent, but they were all one night apiece, and this is the first time I'm actually at a campground utilizing it. So not a big setup, no screen house, no canopy. It's my tent, my Jeep, my table, my grill, picnic table, obviously. Oh yeah, where was I? All the wood that I brought is gone. All burned last night. So I think that's gonna be a wrap. Just gotta pack everything up, hit the road. I am going to have to move some stuff though to fit that table in and my tent. But I don't have the ton of wood that I came here with, so should be a little bit easier, I think. The other thing is too, is once I get home, I have to empty my whole car. My Jeep, I should say. It's not a car. It's a Jeep. At least the Patriots aren't playing till the night game tonight. Before I take it down, I'm just trying to remember all the trips that I took in it. There was the Neal's Cove, 2022. Then there was Site 57 down the road that I showed earlier. That's where this little mishap happened. Second time I ever utilized it. There's a thing in here and I stuck it right through. I don't know how, I don't know why. But that was 2022, so those 2 trips. Then 2023 here, and then I think Machias Port, and every other trip I've utilized this tent. Oh, butterfly. I always miss everything. Still looking at the butterfly in the distance, hoping it will return this way. But either way, then yeah, I documented, I think, every other time. Machias Port in 2023, my first video that I made. Well, I made my first one in Lynn in 2021, but 2023, I went camping in Machias Port, and from there, I went to Bar Harbor, which began my YouTubing life. So yeah, every time I've utilized this tent since, I'm pretty sure it's been in one of my videos. Fun fact that no one cares about. Except maybe that squirrel. Squirrel seems very into it. He's probably just hoping I leave so he can come scavenge my site. And just wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything. I emptied it out before I went on my long walk. Still gonna get my chair too. Thing is I've always had small tents, like tents that were like up to here maybe. Maybe a little taller, maybe up to here. Either way, I couldn't stand up in them. As you can see, it's kind of hard to stand, but at least I can get changed. I did put on my suit for my cousin's wedding a few weeks ago in this. At least I can stand up and get changed. Sometimes I forget about that and I get changed on the ground like I am used to on my old tents. But this tent's been pretty good, so many trips so far. Hopefully it'll last me a while. And all loaded up. So just gotta double check, make sure I have everything. I have my water. Hopefully I don't forget that. My tent was there, no longer. My chair is gone. I think someone must have been using a saw here before me. Chopping up wood. Fire, well, fire has been out. And I do kind of feel bad for not having another fire, but I had a fire for pretty much the entire time I was here yesterday. And yeah, just a little bit over 24 hours. I don't see smoke coming from that one anymore. Maybe I'll go use the facilities one last time before I leave. And do I wish that I stayed on Friday night as well? Probably. I had a headache though, and you know, I was out pretty late after Dell the other night, so I was a little beat up and didn't really feel motivated to pack my car full of wood and all those things, and then come up here and get set up. If I maybe took it a little easier at Dell on Thursday, then maybe. I mean, it's not like I drank a lot, but it is what it is, right? Bathhouse 6. Luckily someone did leave this wilderness wilderness wash up here, because I did need to utilize it. I forgot dish soap and I had to wash my tongs for the bacon this morning. Yeah, and so these are the showers. And there's one restroom at the end. Don't look too bad. Maybe I'll try one next time I'm here. This is the new facilities. They're all stalls just like this. Baby changing area. Barrel. Dryer. No more paper towels. I just saw a flattened frog. I'm not going to show it. Someone must have stepped on it. There's no vehicles right there. But weird things about these bathrooms is the occupied and vacant thing. You have to slide yourself. Also a porta potty right here. You have to slide it yourself, which I did not even realize. So every time I went in, I mean, I locked the door, but it still said vacant. So I'm wondering if everyone left the occupied thing on. I'm used to if there's someone in it, you know, when you lock the door, it switches automatically. These are not like that. You actually have to switch it to occupied. It's for future reference if you plan on camping here at Pawtuckaway. Actually, maybe I'll go look at the water one more time. So long. Campsite. Wonder if those gentlemen who asked me earlier, they had like a speedboat. They're asking me where the launch was while I was walking around. So I gave them directions. They're like, do you think we're crazy for bringing this in? I'm like, no. I'm like, I think it's pretty awesome. But I haven't seen them out about on the lake, so maybe they went that direction instead of that direction. Well, it's someone's birthday. It's always nice to get a little birthday song in my video. I don't know if I ever have. But yeah, this is it. The end of my Pawtuckaway trip. Site 64. You've served me well. Also, if you're finding this video because you're looking up Pawtuckaway State Park, I did do a review. Maybe I'll link it in the description of this video. Gives more of an overall look at everything. And maybe I'll just tag a playlist. Maybe I'll make a playlist and put it in the description. We'll see. But anyways, I guess I'm just gonna end it right at the campsite, right? I should. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. I mean, you can like and comment. That would probably help me too. Just hit that subscribe button. That's the important thing. All right, y'all. Peace. Jeez, I might need to put on the AC. People just arriving today on a Sunday. I suppose when I stayed for a week that time, that's when I came. Sunday to Saturday. It's kind of weird. I think I'll save Big Island for next time. Kind of just want to get unloaded. Hop in the shower. There's the beach entrance. Still quite a few people there. And it's October. It's October 5th. Thank goodness. I don't know what any of this is. I know that there was a payphone, but it's now no longer there. But that thing was new. It wasn't here last year. And the payphone was here last year, and I documented it. kind of near the stores over there. Volleyball. I bruised my rib playing volleyball there before. It's a little softball field, wiffle ball field too. I guess I should have put my stand so I can just have my scenic drive videos thing. It hangs from the rear view mirror here. So don't think in those scenic drive videos that some of you probably don't like that much that I'm holding the phone the whole time. It's attached. All I'm doing is driving, paying attention to driving. But yeah, I know I ended the video, but it's bonus foliage footage. So I'm not seeing, still looking kind of green. Most places. Who knows, maybe I'll get up a little north, do some leaf peeping. I don't know. I think after next weekend that I have stuff to do. I don't think I have anything the following weekend, so I mean working on Saturday, but I need to rest on a couple of my days off, I think, in the near future. My body is getting pretty run down. I did hike this trail before, and I twisted my ankle on the watchtower steps. But I do have a video of that. Some oranges. All these people are walking because you're supposed to walk from the visitor center. Some people are parked down there, but you're not supposed to. Goodbye, guard shack. Until next time, Pawtuckaway State Park. Just documenting how much better the plant looks without the dead leaves that I burned up at Pawtuckaway last night. Cut the dead ones off, and then the new ones arose this summer. All right, I'm out.